Hey, what's up, my little adventure buddies? Today, I think I'm finally going to get the wood stove situation situated.
Walking and talking, explorer that sings. I'm Michael Wright, this adventures and things.
So, I'm going to return the wood stove that I bought after a stressful day yesterday, and then just kind of rethinking things. I've realized that this wood stove it's a little bit too big, and so this one place that I went to ask about like a marine wood stove made by Dickinson, they said that they didn't have it and that they never carry it. And then I went in there yesterday looking for parts, and lo and behold, it was sitting right there on the shelf, and it was only about $100 more than the wood stove that I bought, but it just seems like it would cause a lot less headache and issues in the long run. So I'm going to return the stove I have, and I am going to get that stove and install it. Hopefully I can get that done today. That is today's goal, is to get some wood burning stove on to my boat today, finally, if all goes as planned. If not, I'm just going to sink my boat and go down with it. Things first, I gotta row out to my boat to get my wood stove and put that in its box, and then row it back into Home Depot and return it, and then go to Trotec and pick up my other wood stove, row it back out here, and hopefully get it installed. Unfortunately, yeah, that's the guy at Trotec told me the stove that I wanted, they didn't have it there, and it turns out they actually do. Which to me is extremely frustrating that I've wasted this much time and this much money because of something that someone told me at that place. So I'm gonna go in and talk to them and just be like, hey, why would this guy tell me this? Like, what's going on here? Okay, I've now returned that to Home Depot. I have to go down to Trotec or maybe somewhere else and see what other alternatives I have to a stove. I really like that one because it was less than $300, and these other ones are going to be like $500 plus. But let's go and find out. I'll see where I'm at for heat now. Now I got my Dickinson Marine fire stove. I'm going to try to set it up. I'm going to set it up here, right there, and then it should go boop out there. So I think I had mentioned earlier that I went to Trotec about the little wood stove, and the guy there told me they didn't have one or carry them. So apparently that guy doesn't work there anymore, and he just was kind of bullshitting his way through his job. And yeah, so I mean, it ended up costing me a couple $100 extra in the long run. By the time I was done with my other stove, it would have cost me probably about $150 less, and then I returned everything, and some of the stuff I couldn't return, so I was out on that money. So it's about probably a couple $100 altogether that I'm out. Because of that. It's not all because of that guy, partially because I'm an idiot as well. But anyways, let's get to setting this stove up now. That's a pretty sweet piece of machinery. And then bam. It already comes with paper to burn. That's pretty sweet. So, first step is removing all the plastic. Now, the guy I bought this off of told me at Trotec Marina, told me that some people don't take the plastic off and wonder why there's such a terrible smell. I thought that was funny, but this is the burn area right in there, and then boop, close that, and that's your ash hole. Plastic stuff here. If you have nails, it would probably be easier, but you got to peel all of this off. This has taken way longer than it should have, to be honest. That looks like all the plastic off of there. That was way more plastic than I wanted to deal with. So So if you ever buy one of these Dickinson stoves, prepare to be peeling plastic for half of the day that you set it up. I'm up on my deck here and I gotta figure out where to put this spot because the thing's gonna be coming out, and I think what I'm gonna have to do is get rid of this piece of wood and just plop it right here. So you'll notice there that I have 2 hole drawings. That's because I messed up on one. That's why you always measure twice. Cut once, measure twice. So that's the proper measurement, I hope, where I have it there. And now it's just a matter of cutting that hole out and fitting the top chimney part on. Okay, so what you want to do is get this on here as such. So you want to make sure that this here is perfectly around your hole like that. And then you want to fit this part on as such. So basically, like that. This actually is going to be up about yay high. Yeah, so that'll basically be it. I'm so close to getting this finished. This is really all I can do for the night, to be honest. I have to get proper hardware to mount this. I have to find out if they have another mounting bracket. I would prefer to have 2 of them. And then it's just putting some caulking and stuff around there, and I'm done. Like, that's it to get this set up. That was actually quite easy. It was just kind of my own stupidity, really, in the end. That's really it. They said I could use heat tape, which I know I have some somewhere, but I'm not sure where. And from the looks of it, I can still caulk around this without having to take that off. So I'll put the rest of the screws in, and then we'll be back tomorrow to finish this, and I'll have my first fire in here tomorrow. I promise you that. I promise tomorrow we'll have a fire. So if you liked this another day of insanity and frustration, then click the me likey button. If you haven't already, subscribe, and come back tomorrow. We'll get a fire going in this bad boy, and it'll be good times. We'll talk about feelings and stuff, or something way better. Anyway.